comes to wearing of a beautiful wig, styling is one of the essential or basic parts in a wig. And right here in this video, I'll be teaching you the technique on how to lay a bulky looking closure into a flat closure, which is going to give you a stylish and elegant look. And if this sounds like something you're interested in, make sure to watch this video to the end. So let's dive right into the video. And on this camera head, we have the center line, which will guide us as the midpoint as to where to place our closure. I'm working with this 4x4 closure. To get the midpoint, I want to get the midpoint. I have to just fold this closure into 2 equal halves to get the midpoint. Just to confirm, because you want to make sure the center pattern you're parting out is on the middle line. So this is my tape rule, which shows a 4x4. 4 inches. So I'll just take my pin and pin it down. I have the 2 inches and make sure it is on the center line of the canvas head. The next thing you want to ensure is that your closure is laying slow flat. So I'll just go ahead and use this T-pin and secure both ends. Make sure there are no bumps while you are laying the closure. Make sure it's as flat as what you can see me doing. Now the next thing is to make sure to part my midpoint. But before that, we'll be working with this hot comb. And this is a Cloud 9 hot comb. And its temperature ranges from 120 to 230 degree, and when you press the button, the temperature changes, as you can see. I've been making use of this edge comb, the edge control comb, my wax stick, because this wax stick helps to lay the hair flat. So to draft out or to part the midline, don't forget I've placed the midline, or you are supposed to place the midline on the center line of your canvas head, as this will just give you a quick guide. So I'll just go ahead and make use of this comb to part out the midpoint. Make sure I part out the midpoint and section both ends into 2 equal halves. And I'm done doing this, and I'll go ahead and use my hot comb to flatten both ends, because as you can see, this closure is not flat, and as you can see, it's bulky, and you're supposed to have a flat closure because you can't go around wearing a bulky closure. So to make this closure flat, the first thing we need to do is section this hair into bits. Don't rush it. Make sure you're sectioning the hair into tiny bits, as this will help to give this closure a flat look. So going with your wax stick, don't apply too much of the product, as you don't want it to be sticky, and you're supposed to just apply it at the tip of the hair. So you have to go in with your hot comb, and you just use the hot comb to lay it flat. Now I'm not working, the part of the hot comb that flattens this is that flat rod, not just the comb. So you need to apply pressure where you are combing. As you can see, you just go in with the hot comb, apply pressure and comb. You can see what I'm doing. Just going with the hot comb, you can see I'm applying pressure, because that flat side of the hot comb is what you are trying to use to lay the closure flat. So you make sure this flat side, yes, so you just go ahead, put pressure, because you want that point to help to lay the closure flat. You can see after doing all of this, you can see that part is flat. So I just want to confirm I still have the midline out. So the midline is still there. You can go ahead and use your rubber or something to hold the other part. So I'll go ahead and section this part into a smaller bit, just the way we've done the first one. And I'm just trying to check to make sure it's a smaller bit. Going with the wax stick, apply it on the tip. Like I said, you don't need to apply so many products. Just make sure you're applying little, and it's just on the body of the tip of the closure. And you go ahead and make use of your hot comb, and you lay it flat, just the way you can see me do. So make sure that, well, this is human hair, and I'm working with a high temperature. It's not going to burn the hair or the closure. So I'll just go ahead and lay this flat. You can see I didn't apply much wax stick. Don't apply too many products, because you don't want your closure to start feeling sticky. Just a little portion or a little amount is fine. And don't apply the wax stick on the body. You can see I just applied it on the tip of the hair. So just go ahead and make use of the hot comb and flatten. I'll do the next thing. Go ahead and section into bits. Use the wax stick and the hot comb. So you're going to do this till you get to the midpoints. As you can see, the closures are laying so flat. You can see they are becoming flat. Just make sure you are sectioning this into tiny bits. Like I said, if you want to achieve a flat closure, you don't need to rush it. Just make sure that you're taking each of it into tiny bits, because if you cut it into larger portion, it's not able to lay flat the closure so well. So you just go with your comb, apply pressure. Now I've gotten to the midpoint. I just try to make sure to use my comb to part it well, to make sure I have parted it well. And this tutorial, I'm trying to create a T-part closure, a T-part center parting closure for this closure. So just while I'm trying to part this well, the next thing to do is just go in with the wax stick. You can see I'm applying it on the body, and I didn't apply too much. I'll go ahead to use the hot comb to flat iron the air, and you just press it. Be careful you're not putting your hot comb on the lace of the closure, because it could burn or rip your lace closure. To make sure this, you're applying it on the tip, and you just go ahead and do this. You can see this is already flat. You can see the closure is laying flat as compared to the other side when we have not applied the hot comb. So I'll just use this part to make sure it's more flatter, and this is what I have. You can see this is looking so fine back, and after I'm done with this, I will do the same thing for the other side. So you'll be doing the same thing to the other side, and you can see this is already giving this flat closure, and I'll go off camera and go ahead to flatten the other side. So looking at this, you can see this is more laid as compared to the side we've not used hot comb, and I'll be going off camera to do the same thing on the other side. So now I've done this on the other side. The next thing you want to do is to part out the teeth pattern. So make sure you can just take 1 inch to get that teeth pattern. So I just measure out 1 inch using my tape pro, and I'll just go ahead and part out this 1 inch. As you can see, make sure it's a straight line. You're trying to part out 1 inch. As you can leave your closure as a normal center closure or a T-part center closure, and like I said in this tutorial, I'm doing a T-part closure. So I'll just go ahead and part out this 1 inch, going with my hot comb. I don't need to use the wax stick anymore because I've used the wax stick earlier. I'll just go ahead and use the hot comb and lay it to the back. As you can see, this is going to the back direction, so you just use your hot comb and lay this to the back. As you can see what I'm doing, I'm using the hot comb to lay this to the back, and this is what we have after doing that. So the next thing, you still do the same thing to the other side. The same way you part out 1 inch, you do the same thing. Make sure they're on the same line. And after parting it out, the next thing you want to do is go ahead with your hot comb and part it to the back. You're going to use your hot comb and take this to the back. You can see just what I'm doing here. You want to take this to the back. And you can see this is facing the back, and this is beginning to look like a T. So just use your hot comb and flatten this to the back. You can see what the result is looking like. And now we are done with having that T pattern. The next thing you want to do is raise the front. So just use your hot comb to arrange this side back, and gently use the hot comb to comb it well and make sure it is well laid and there are no fly over on the air or fly away on the air. So after we are done, the next thing you want to do is you want to raise this. So just use your hot comb and take this to the back. You can see just the way I'm doing it. Just use the hot comb to take this to the back direction, just to bring it closer. You can see what I'm doing. I am taking this to the back. There is no need to make use of your wax stick anymore because we've used the wax stick earlier. The next thing I'll be going on is with the butterfly shadow spray glue, and this doesn't leave a white cast like some other ones that leaves a white cast. You can always bank on this. I'll be going with this brush, and you use the brush to comb it to the back. As you can see what I'm doing, just follow whatever I'm doing here in this video, and trust me, you'll be able to achieve this. So just use the brush to comb it to the back, as this will help it to lay well. So just gently do this while you're using your hands to control it. You are trying to mold this to the back, so you just do this exact way I'm doing this, and use your hot comb. That is the edge of this hot comb. I'll be going in with that. I'll just apply it to just make sure this is laid well. You could as well allow this spray to dry a little bit before going in with your hot comb. I'll just advise maybe like just a minute, so just use this hot comb to flatten it. The next thing you want to do is go in with your brush or the comb part of the brush to just gently define the hair. Just gently do this. I usually advise that you use this comb, as this will help to give more control. So just watch what I'm doing. Just use it to brush to the front. You can see, just follow what I'm doing. So you can see what I'm doing. You're just trying to comb this to bring it to the front. So you can see what it's looking like after I'm done. This is what it looks like. So just go ahead and just apply a very little amount of this butterfly shadow just on that tip, and I'll still go on and use this brush and comb it to look so smooth. You can see this is looking smooth, and you can see this is looking like a laid up closure. This is almost looking like a frontal, but this is a 4x4 closure. So you do the same thing on this side, just exact way I've done. You comb it towards the back, going with your butterfly. Make sure you're just doing it at the tip. You're not putting it on the body of the closure, but on the tip of the closure. You go ahead and use your brush and do this, mold it to the back, and do the exact thing you've done on the other side. You do it on the side. By the time you are done with whatever I've explained, this is what your result should look like. You can see the closure is already laying so flat, and this is giving, and this result is so beautiful. And you can see what the tip part is looking like. This is a tip part centered closure pattern. And so now we want to remove this, and don't forget sometimes this can stick to the canvas head, so just gently use your iron and pass it beneath it. And when you've done this, you can then pull away the closure. You have to do this gently because you don't want to scatter the closure which you have laid. So you just gently pull it away, and boom, this is out. And you can see this is what it's looking like. Thank you for watching this video to the end, as we've come to the end of this video, and I hope you found this video really insightful and helpful. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this channel. Love you all.